My goodness, that was quick. Hello, darling.
Wait a second, I thought you two saw each other just an hour ago.
Well, we did, but it's so rare that I see the both of you together here in my home. Please, come in, sit down. May I pour you a little sherry?
No, thank you.
Well, I was about to pour myself one, if you don't mind. I mean, it's so seldom that we're able to get together, socially, the three of us.
We should have had you over to the house before this, Margo. You and Elliot.
I know that Elliot and I are very difficult guests to have anywhere with the different hours we work.
Well, if there's anyone who deserves to be in that house, Margo,
Draper,
it's you.
Please, Margo, there's something I think you should know.
Now, April.
Well, Draper, I want to be the one to tell her. Margo, it has to do about the house, about the down payment.
What about the down payment?
Draper knows you paid the down payment. This real estate woman came over to the house this afternoon to see if the house was back on the market because she had heard a rumor that we were moving to New York.
I see. Well, what of it? I mean, I only wanted to do something that I felt was right for both of you. Oh, come on, Draper. I knew my daughter wanted the house. I only wanted her happiness. Can't you understand that?
Oh, yeah, Margo. I understand it, believe me.
Margo, I tried to explain to Draper how we felt that it was best not to tell him because it would upset him.
Look, for God's sake, would you two just shut up so I can say something? Look, Margo, I'm angry about that $35,000 you gave April without telling me. But she's right. If she had mentioned it to me, I would have said no.
I'm glad that you understand.
I understand it, Margo. It's not the same as liking it.
Oh, come on. There was nothing ulterior in my motives. I mean, I wasn't going to throw it up to you. It was simply meant to be a gift.
Draper, look, at this stage of the game, does it make any sense to reject the gift?
We're not going to reject it.
What?
A couple of weeks ago, I could have, Margo, when I was still being considered for that job in New York. Then I could have sold that house, and I would have been more than glad to return your money to you.
But it wasn't meant to be returned.
It's going to be.
What?
We're not going to sell the house. But, Margo, you're going to get every penny of that $35,000 you put into it.
Draper, you don't have to do that.
You know, it's going to take us a long time to get all that money together, April.
Oh, Draper, for heaven's sake. All right. All right. If you want to look on it as a debt, I suppose I can't stop you.
You're not going to stop me, Margo. And I'm going to pay you back that money if I have to work night and day for the rest of my life.
Would you care for some more champagne?
Well, I never say no to champagne. Thank you. This is such a good idea. Why didn't you think of this before?
Oh, well, it was my wife's inspiration.
Oh?
Yeah, she was despairing of us ever having a private dinner. Oh, look what I did.
No,
And,
more for you.
right, so she suggested that we have a table in here in my office. It's quite a good idea. Oh, now, look what happened. The well has run dry. We can't have that, can we?
No, we certainly can't have that.
Yes, Mr. Dorn? Oh, yes, sir. Right away. Good evening.
Scotch and water, please. Water on the side. Well, that's not nice. I drink scotch and you drink champagne.
Well, this is for a good customer. A very good customer. Excuse me.
Well, hurry back. I don't take long. Unicorn. Mythological creature. Just like me. See what I mean? All done.
Care for another?
I would care very much for another. Another drink. Another life. Another face.
There's nothing wrong with the face you've got.
I've just had it too long, that's all.
Some faces improve with age, like some whiskey.
I'm beginning to like the unicorn. What's your name? I don't drink with strangers.
The name's Mickey.
As in mouse?
Well, some people think as in rat.
Oh, no, I don't believe that, Mickey. All bartenders have great souls. That's why they chose their profession. Because they know they're helping people. Like doctors.
Well, if I were a doctor, ma'am, I'd tell you that was the wrong way to treat yourself. You drink that, you usually end up drinking too much.
As they used to say in gas stations, fill her up.
Why don't we wait just a little while for the next one, okay?
Are you suggesting I have a drinking problem?
Hey, you got the money to pay. You got no problem. Just try to stay on the stool, okay? I got kind of a bad back, and I'd hate to have to pick you up off the floor.
Mickey, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do I look familiar to you? Have you seen my face before? No. No, of course not. You're too young, aren't you?
Too young for what? Uh-oh.
What is it?
There's a face I think I have seen before.
Pardon me, is Mr. Dorn here this evening?
Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I think he's gone home already.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm pretty positive. Would you like to leave a message for him?
Well, he told me he was here almost every evening.
Well, you know, sometimes he goes home early. Could I get you a drink?
Oh, all right. I'll have a gin and it, please.
Pardon?
Gin and it? You must be English.
What of it? Okay, I'll take a gin and tonic, please.
You got it.
I made a movie in England. I made 2 movies in England. Did you know I made a movie that Sir Lord Olivier was going to be in? Yes, he was going to be my co-star. Can you imagine that? But he changed his mind or something.
Look, are you sure that Elliot isn't here? Did he say he was going home?
Look, miss, I just work here.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Nola Patterson.
Oh, look what
I'm
you did
so
to my
sorry,
dress, you,
so
you rummy.
clumsy.
Which way's the powder room?
Right over there, miss.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find, always on our mind. And frustrated days pass without sight, the edge of night